Welcome to Invest, top of investing, finance, and professional development. As the current time of 10:33 a.m. on the Eastern Time on Saturday, October 29th, we are technically 2.5 days away from shifting onto November. In respect to Ethereum and Bitcoin, currently up right now in the green territory. Bitcoin up 1%, while Ethereum is up 4.3% so far. What's going on right now, right? We had a relatively healthy Friday with the overall market on the equity side up, respectively quite nicely across the spectrum. If you look into just CNBC on a high level, you can see that we close on relatively good notes, right? Up 2.6% across the spectrum, while the VIX is depreciating down 6%, respectively. And also with respect to some of the news that we've been seeing so far, you could see that Twitter is officially owned by Elon Musk, and you probably saw that post on Twitter or some other media platform that Elon Musk brought in a sink, like literally a sink that he probably bought from Home Depot or whatever, and I guess he tried to make a statement, let it sink in, and then he fired basically 3 executive members from the CEO, the CFO, and also with respect to the CLO, which is the chief legal officer. So 3 executive that technically are the ones running the company are gone. Well, and with respect to obviously on this Friday we were up, but what happened, right? We've seen a relatively red day across the whole week, and pretty much like most of the stocks, like the mega tech stocks, if you may, have came out to provide negative guidance going forward, right? But it seems like with respect to the sell-off that we've seen across the spectrum, across a lot of the tech stocks, if you look at that on a technical side, and we could dive that right into right now, you could see that a lot of them are actually on the verge of reversal. So if you take a look at Amazon, for example, is highly depreciated. Like you could see that we've been quite extended, but you are looking for a reason to cross down. But as you cross down, you could see that we're clearly meeting with a bounce level. Also on the weekly, we are looking to kind of cross up, and we are clearly bouncing on the, about to bounce from the 37 out of 70 level as well. So very similar in terms of affectation on, incentivizing people to buy in, right? And you see that Meta is at $98, $96, highly submerged on a weekly, highly submerged on a daily. It is looking to bounce as well. Monthly, it is looking to kind of consolidate and bounce as well. So the market is definitely looking for a reason to recuperate and rebound. And also Apple released positive earnings in comparisons to the other side of the spectrum. You can see that monthly we were quite depreciated, looking to bounce. Weekly, it is looking, like we're about to form a golden cross, and you can see that that's the reason why we had this sizable pump, up 7%. You talk about a $1 trillion company. And then with respect to daily as well, despite it's quite extended, you could still technically keep running, right? And respect to Tesla, obviously you could see some hindrance because of the Twitter acquisition. You could say that that's more of a creative or dilutive type of play that Elon Musk is doing, knowing the fact that he's already quite stretched with everything that he's doing, right? With Tesla, with obviously the rocket company, the Boring company. Now you have Twitter and other things in life, right? He also has a bunch of kids. Not that has anything to directly do with it, but like he has a lot that is on his plate. Would this be a hindrance? And on a technical front, you could see that we're not too extended, but we could still technically keep running. And on the weekly, we are looking to kind of consolidate, find a plateau and land, and eventually pump up from here. Also on the monthly, we are not terrible either, right? Across the equity side. So with respect to the Ethereum, it is being affected because there is some hopeism that the inflationary pressure is well contained, and as we're shifting onto November, with the rebound from the equity side, and also with the, I'm not sure what the presidential results will look like if it's shifting onto the Democratic side. And if Joe Biden was to continue to be presidency and he has a high favorability of winning, I think there might be more dampening with the economy going forward, knowing the fact that we've been quite disappointed with the tacticalness and the proactiveness from the administration. But if we're shifting onto the Republican side of the equation, we might technically see some sort of a reversal, which I believe the equity technical front has been indicating so far. And also we'll see how the FOMC meeting, the CPI report, the PPI report will look like for this upcoming month, depicting obviously October, right? Seems like there's some hopeism, but again, right, we are still in the mid of a bear market, so bear market rally typically are a little bit more robust. But is this something we can trust? I would say it's highly doubtable. So let's just dive into technical to see what's going on right now with respect to recording time. Again, 10:39 a.m. on the Eastern time. We are very extended right now on the daily. You could see that clearly we are meeting with the resistance level that we've prior. And the reason we're pumping at 1650 is because that's the resistance level that we've had. It seems that we were very, very robust, that we actually broke above that. So the next level up is going to be somewhere around like 17 or 1800. Yeah, like somewhere, but like to be honest with you, I think it's more about like 1750, and then the real levels you really get up is 1850 from here. But if we're to continue to do that, we will need to like go up even further on a technical front, and that will mean we have to extend to 80 out of 70 ideally, and also quite extended on the MACD. But every single time you see the extension, it doesn't do us a lot of favor, right? You could see that clearly whatever goes up really, really fast, and this looks like it came up too fast, comes down just as fast. And also on the weekly front, you are meeting with the third mountain right now, just as similar in the technical spectrum. So I would be aware about like dollar cost averaging around this level, and knowing the fact that we're quite extended, maybe take some profit if you're day trading, and obviously if you're trading in the more of a short time spectrum. But if you try to load more and buy more to accumulate more, I would suggest probably weigh it out a little bit, knowing the fact that seems just like a bear market rally. But on the monthly, we are looking quite good, consolidating. So again, right, November it's gonna be a lot of mixed factors, right? But ultimately, the technical doesn't lie. We're still quite extended across the spectrum. On the Bitcoin side of the equation, extended, is it extended? I would say not really. It's quite stale on the monthly. Similar on a weekly perspective and also on a daily perspective, very extended as well, as almost up to the 65. So it's not as extended as like Ethereum, but still risky. You could see that right now we are meeting with the resistance level of that were formed prior, that we have had on August 2020. So next level leap up is going to be somewhere around 22, and next leap up is going to be somewhere around 23. So the likelihood of doing so, based on the historical record, every single time you reach around this current level, you got to cancel out from here. So I would say ideally not. I think some normalization, before we go up is a little bit more tolerable. And then with respect to the overall market, it's quite mixed bag, right? It's pretty much being dragged by the overall market, which is like the motherlord, like Bitcoin and Ethereum. So across the spectrum, trading quite comparably, right? So appreciate you. Have a good day. I need to get a cup of coffee. I feel like I'm a little lethargic this morning. Probably I slept too much or something like that. But I appreciate you. Have a good rest of the weekend and let me know how it goes. Take care.